So moving on to the technical analysis right now, I think we have a lot to talk about. We have, yeah, let's start with the dollar index. First off, dollar index is still pretty much trapped inside this particular box right here. Yeah, this tight knit box here. And as explained last week or as analyzed last week, I said that if the market break out of this particular flag pattern at the top here, that looks like a diagonal, okay, an ending diagonal right here, we can see a further drop in the price of the dollar index. And I think that makes dollar break above this particular box right here to the upside and rejected and corrected. I think we can expect an elevated move in the price of the dollar. But fortunately for sellers like me, seller of DXY, we have dollar still paused right in the box, but it looks like we can get a better drop rather than the what than the elevated move. That is why I'm holding buy on Kiwi dollar, Euro dollar, and I'm shorting dollar CAD and dollar Swiss right now. And I'm also buying gold. Okay, so that is that. It's very decent and pretty simple. We are stuck in the range. Okay, it's stuck in the range. We have bottom support. We have elevated move, which is resistance. We have support again. We have resistance again. Okay, how many support, how many resistance do we have so far? We have one, we have two resistances, right? How many support? One and two. We have two supports. That technically means this is an official consolidation. Okay, consolidation. Okay, the market is what? The market is ranging, literally. All right. So at this point in time, there's no point in waiting around. There's no point in wasting time. All you want to do is expect a further drop in the price of the dollar index. Okay, my target for short, my first TP would be at 96.75, and the second would be 95.65 right there. Okay, and you can see I'm using the Fibonacci extension region right here as my target region. Simple as that. All right, so that is how I'm positioned right now on the dollar index. Okay, for me to look for a potential buy on dollar index, it has to break above 99.50 before, then maybe correction, and then we can now start looking for what a further rally in the price of dollar index. Anything that makes dollar index stay right below this particular region at 99.50, I am all in for yourself. All right, call me funny. That is how I go on this one. Japanese yen index, I think we can start waiting for a corrective move to the upside like this. Okay, I want to see a correction all the way back to this particular supply zone before we expect a further drop in the price of the Japanese yen index. Okay, I think we had a very good start during the intervention, the Japanese yen intervention. Okay, the Japanese intervention, actually, not Japanese yen intervention, the Japanese intervention intervene like they used to almost every 3 years or so to speak. Okay, the intervention happened, the market jumped. Right now, we're expecting another leg to the upside. Okay, I want to say that. Okay, we have A, we have B. I want to see C. Okay, if I can see C, the corrective wave right here, C. Okay, then we can expect a further drop. All right, a further drop. So again, okay, it is very simple. We just have to wait for it to come back to the top here. And if it doesn't come back to the top here, then the rest can, I don't know. I'll just sit tight and look at something else. So jump into my trades, the one I'm holding right now. You know me, I told you last week that we can look for a sell if Bitcoin retested this particular region on the 4-hour band. That's where we had a demand right there. Let me see if I can cap all this away. Okay, I told you if we get something like a rejection. Okay, we had a dollar index around here last week, right? Last week when I was analyzing the chart, I said we get a retest of this particular region, we can look for a short opportunity, and that is exactly what happened last week. And I took an extra short on Bitcoin. Okay, not dollar index, excuse me. I took an extra short on Bitcoin. I had it to my position right here, and so far so good. It already down. So potentially we can see another move to the upside. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then we can see it also drop further to the downside. But I have Bitcoin pegged right inside this particular channel, and the current target right now, if I'm going to have a short-term target on Bitcoin, I will peg it right here. Okay, I'll peg it right there at, I think I would say that I think 70,200. Okay, I don't know why the color changed. Okay, I think I have the color back now. Okay, 70,200 right there. That'll be my first target. All right, then maybe we can now wait for what? For that push to the upside. Then we can sell it all the way down, 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 down. Okay, so that is the plan for now on Bitcoin. Okay, but I don't see any reason why we can't get this particular drop. Okay, all the way back to this particular target at 70,200. 200 region. Okay, that is the plan for now on Bitcoin. So let's pay close attention to it. I'm taking the chart back to 12-hour time frame. So moving on to Ethereum. Also on Ethereum, I think we have already broken below the ultimate channel, the bullish channel on Ethereum, and that is the first phase of our first shot. I've not really added to this particular shot, and even if we're counting this on our channel, right, we've actually taken how many profit now? Like the profit is already at 2.8%. We are targeting this particular low right here. Okay, that should be 1:4 RR, and I think it can happen, but it's not going to happen until we get a corrective wave. This particular move that I forecasted last week, something around this particular region where is my circle right here. Okay, we should get a correction back to that region right there. Okay, if the market corrected back to this region, let me change the color to color yellow, right? So you can see very well. That's good. So we should. I'm expecting. I'm not saying we should. Okay, but I'm expecting something like this. Okay, kind of correction back to this particular region. Okay, and then we cannot wait for further drop in the price of Ethereum. Okay, the original target remain at $1,565. All right, now you might not like this. I understand, right? I'm also buying Ethereum. Actually, my first buy of Ethereum was around 2,600. That was 3 years ago. And when Ethereum fell down to like 1,400, I had it to my buy, and then right there I saw Ethereum jump to I think 4,000 plus. Okay, 4,000 plus last year, 2025, and I closed like roughly 65% of my holding, and I still have some I'm holding right now, right? Up to like 30% of my initial holding. I'm still holding them right now. I think I closed some last week. I closed them. I closed some last week, maybe 5% or so. I closed some last week, anyways. And I'm talking about spot trading. So right now, if I'm going to be buying Ethereum moving forward, all right, I'll be buying it at 1,500 region, right below here. Okay, right here, I'll be looking to buy. And if it fall back to 1,329, 1,400, I'll be buying some more. Okay, I'll be buying some more right at the bottom here. So that is my plan for long-term investment on Ethereum because I'm a big fan of Ethereum. It's very cheap, it's affordable. That's what I mean. I can easily buy one Ethereum or two, okay, if I want to. Okay, so that is what I mean. But moving forward, when it comes to trading it, I will only be selling now. And back to what I was trying to explain to you earlier, we've had this particular channel broken to the downside. So maybe we get a correction. Okay, a correction back to this 61.8 Fibonacci, retesting this previous support. Now using as what as resistance, okay, using it as resistance, then we can expect further drop in the price of Ethereum. So that is my plan for now. The market seems bearish. It doesn't seem bearish. It actually is bearish. So just wait for sell. But if you want to buy from this demand zone, you can sure buy. But your target should be around 2,165 maximally. All right, 2,165 maximally because this is a bearish trend. Okay, you don't want to catch a falling knife. It might not end well, but if you're good at it, enjoy yourself. All right, so moving on to the next one, which is euro dollar. Euro dollar, I took a buy, I shared it in our signal page, and so far euro dollar has been a very awful one. And I mean, euro dollar, DXY, they are brothers and sisters. So it's a very awful one. It's very slow, very sluggish. But I'm still holding on to the trade, and I'm still targeting 1.200 at the top there. So let's see how this goes. I don't really have much to say about euro dollar. I'm still literally just waiting for counting my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 1, 2, 3. Then maybe 1, 2, 3. We have 4, and then we have our free wave, which is now going to complete the entire C. Okay, for that. We're going to C, and then we're now going to get our drop in the price of euro dollar. But for now, I'm still waiting for this particular move to the upside. If that happens, fine. Alternatively, if that is not the case and euro dollar decided to fall because dollar index decided to go up, I will start selling euro dollar the moment. Excuse me for that. We do this every day, right? Every other week. I mistakenly click on something else. All right, so the moment euro dollar break below here, okay, drop. All right, where do they have 1, 2, right? If we have euro dollar like mix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excuse me for let me count it again. We're talking about the alternative count now. Okay, we have 1, we have 2, right? We can count this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? If this happens and we end up getting a break below here, below this, what's that again? 1.1375. Okay, Anything that makes this particular low get broken, I will be selling euro dollar from there, and I'll be targeting 1.075. All right, that's going to be my ultimate target for short. Okay, but anything that makes it stay above this region, all right, that same 1.1375. Anything that makes the market stay above it, I will be looking for buys. Okay, I'll be looking for buy on euro dollar. So I mean, call me funny again. That's just how I just focus on the daily structure. On the daily structure, it looks super good in my opinion. At least until we get the retest of this 1.225, right? On the retest of this, then we can now expect a reaction from there. You can see this particular top right here. We have some very good move at the top there. Just waiting for us, just waiting for reaction at the top there. So no point in rushing it, no point in stressing. Just wait for the market to come to the top here, and then we start looking for possible rejection all the way to the downside. Okay. Until then, I keep holding buys. USDCHF, I took a short last week. I believe I did not share this in the signal page because I already have planned to share dollar card. So I took this one personally, and so far so good. It looks good. Okay, we had a bit of a double top at the top here, and we have this particular resistance. Also, kind of acted as what? As support. I mean, as supply zone. So we have resistance, resistance, resistance. Okay, resistance. So multiple times. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have it retested like 4 times. So this is already a very strong resistance. I won't really call it supply zone, but I mean, call it whatever you want. I'm just kidding. But I mean, I would rather use resistance on that one. So it looks good. Don't forget, I sold here. Okay, I took some profit here. I sold here again. I took profit here. Now I'm selling here again. Okay, this is the third time I'll be selling dollar Swiss. In the course of 2 months, literally, April, May, literally, April, May. In the course of 2 months, I've been selling USDCHF. I mean, I sold it like 3 times. So this is the third time. Let's hope this is going to be the one that actually comes back down and take my profit. Let's hope this is the one. But if this is not the one, I will wait for another retest of that particular resistance. And what do you think I will do? I am going to sell it again. Okay, I'm gonna what? I'm going to sell it again as usual. All right. So no point in forcing it. I just have to follow the momentum as it presents itself. I'm trying to change my focus. All right. So I can put it on do not disturb because it just removed itself from do not disturb right now. All right. Do not disturb is back on. Thank you very much for that. So dollar Swiss short. If you want to join the moving train, and wait for the retest of this particular region. I'm very sure some people will be buying from here. I won't blame them. I mean, if you bought right here, you make money. You bought right here, you make money. Who said if you buy right here, you won't make money? Because this is more like a range. All right, we have support, potential support, and we have resistance, resistances. So, I mean, I won't blame you. So, but then again, I would rather short. Excuse me for that. Okay, I would rather wait for a break below here, a pullback, and I will sell it. Okay, I will be selling all the way to the downside, right there on the losses. So, but again, the choice is always going to be yours. It's your money, your account, your choice. NZD dollar, beautiful one. Don't forget again, this is the third time I will be buying NZD as well. All right, the first buy was here, made some good money at the top here. I took another buy right here, made a very average break-even kind of money, right? And then this is my third buy in the course of April, right? April, I think March. I started March and then April, now May. Okay, so it called me funny again. Just have to follow the structure. If the structure looks good, all you have to do is what? Follow it. Simple as that. Follow the structure. Don't mess around with the structure. Don't try to play chicken. Don't force anything. The only time I want to force things is when I want to counter trend trade. And again, I told you that it doesn't really work all the time. But anytime it works, it gives a better risk to reward ratio and it works very, very fast. But most of the time, they don't really work. But I still go for it because I only risk very, very little. I risk around 0.2% when I'm counter trend. But when I'm trend trading, I risk 0.5, maybe 1%, based on how good the structure is. All right. So that's that on Kiwi dollar. Nothing really much on that one. The dollar card is the one I share in the Discord server, and it's very slow. All right. As a matter of fact, and we can still see another leg to this particular region right here. Although I think it has already exhausted its entire move because the market already retested 78.6 Fibonacci, which is the extreme exhaustion for correction. So we've already seen that, and the market is already dropping. So I'm not sure if this call is the best right now. Another call or another move to the upside, but I'd rather go for the consistent drop in the price of dollar card moving forward. So that is how I'm going to actually focus on this for now. Maybe the market can keep dropping, drop on dollar card. But as time goes on, if or peradventure the market move back up, I will still be selling. All right, and you know what I'm going to say next. Okay, you can guess it. That is, if the price stay below this particular zone right here, at where? At 1.3980, I will only be looking for sell, sell, and sell. Right? Market move back here, I will sell it again. Simple as that. Nothing too serious. Okay, because when you look at this on the daily band, on over the overview looks super bearish. We are still in this particular channel. Okay, we're still like riding really hard in this bearish channel. Okay, so no point in messing around with it. Okay, there's no point in messing around with it. Just follow the structure. Now, it might play out very good, it might not play out very good, but overall, when it's all said and done, he asked me, I follow the structure. Does it play out fine? Nope. But I follow the structure. That is all that matters. Okay. Profit aside, structure is all I do all day, every day. Okay. And the target is extremely big. Okay. The reward is big and I'm following the trend. So this one, all I have to do is just hold the trade for as long as possible. So far the market keeps dropping, I keep holding. If my stop loss is not triggered, I will keep holding this one for as long as possible, unless I got trailed out, which is also very possible. And some things will have happened before I get trailed out. Okay, I don't just set my trailing stop anyhow. Okay, so either way, with my ultimate target is 1 to 5 on this one because my target is still, I'm targeting this particular region right here at 1.3089 or 90, so to speak. But then again, for the signal page, we only target 1:2.5, so our target is around here. So that's 1:2.5. That's our target. But personally, I will be targeting all this particular low right here. Okay, so let's pay close attention to that. But overall, dollar card looks good. I'm holding on gold. So now gold is very tricky because last week I talked about buying, I talked about selling, I talked about not trading it. Okay, so what happened last week? Last week, before Trump started talking, all right, we had this particular guy right around here consolidating massively, and I have my Fibonacci 50%. I was pressured to buy. I was expecting, I wanted to buy so badly, but I did not. But I was going to join this trade to some extent, but it was not good enough for me. At least not yet. Okay, at least not what? At least not yet. And I figured, let me just relax a little bit more. All right, but I was very eager and very much interested in buying. Now, on Friday, that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I was very, very interested to buy. I was traveling and everything like that, but I was still keeping my eye on gold. I had so many notifications, so many places I put alerts every time gold moved 10, $100, $100 moves like 1,000 pips, or even $50 moves like a 500 pips. I get notified. I keep tabs on it. I was very, very much interested. But on Thursday, the market dropped. It dropped around like 900 pips, $90 move. I was really good. And then I took a buy. I took a buy right here when it made that first move. And then on Friday morning, I already landed in Lagos, I guess, I believe. And I saw this particular move again and I joined this one. I took an extra buy on Friday. On Friday morning, I think around at 10 a.m., I did an extra buy because this is the last straw for this particular move. Okay, before we get that correction. All right. Do I still think gold can come down? Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes, I think so. Okay. But this buy already looks good. Elliott wave structure, okay, the entire thing really makes sense to buy gold now. But on a structural base, on price action, support and resistance, demand and supply, I will still be looking for short on gold. Okay, that's why I put my target, the first one around here, the second one at the top here. Okay, and you can see right at this particular supply zone, the market is already rejecting the price. Okay, and this is everything that happened here is because of Trump. Okay, Trump was talking and everything was fun, and it was good. So, and the war getting over, the conflict actually subsiding. That is the good news for everybody in the world, so that we can all travel and have peace of mind. Okay, that's a very good one. But then again, I would really, really be careful because gold so far we can't see another drop. Okay, because why? We have lower low, we have lower high, we now have lower low, another lower high, possibly another lower low. Okay, because this is a bearish channel. But this can either be an early buy or this can be an early buy to a long momentum move. Okay, a long bullish momentum on gold, or it could simply be a lucky buy. Okay, it can be an early buy or a lucky buy. That is why my trailing stop, I've actually closed like 40 to 35% of this particular trade. I've actually closed it. All right. And I have my trailing stop slightly above my entry. Okay. Because the trade already ran how many percent? 1.45%. So my trailing stop has already been activated. But I would personally love to see a break above here. If I'm going to add to this particular trade, we must see a break above this particular supply zone. And that's it at 45.60. Okay. If 45.60 region get taken out right here, I will get a correction all the way back to what? All the way back to 45.60. I mean, maybe a rally above 4600. Okay. A rally towards 4600. I'm talking about the breakout 4600. A pullback to retesting 45.60. Then we can now wait for what the correction to be a more bullish momentum. If this play happen, I will be adding to my buy. Okay, I will be adding to my buy. And that should be Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday is enough to know if this is gonna happen. All right. Outside of that, the alternative play is if this candle close like this. Okay, this is what this is a 8-hour candle. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. If this 8-hour candle close like this, or 4-hour candle close like that, and then we have an engulfing candle that closed below here, maybe something like this. Okay, I will probably advise you to take a shot, honestly, or even right here. Okay, maybe something like that. I wouldn't mind advising a shot right there. Okay, something like this. Yeah, very possible. Okay, it could actually rally back from there later, but if gold is still in this particular box, right? I won't call it. I won't call it a day yet. Okay, I won't call it a day. The consolidation can proceed longer. All right, the consolidation can run longer, right? Longer. So we have a potential move like this all the way to the upside, and a potential move like this all the way to the downside. Or maybe the market will just fade off like this, right inside the range. So pay close attention. Like I said earlier, it could be this particular buy could be an early buy or a lucky buy. All right, I'm not really boasting off of this. The actual place to look for a very good buy on gold. Okay, if you really want to buy gold, the region to look for buy on gold would be 30, excuse me for that, 3900. Okay, we also have 3850, right? 3850, 3900, or you look for buy above. Maybe you buy from here around that 4100. Okay, also a very good buy, and potentially if the market break out of 4950 region right at the top here, also a very good buy. All right, so a buy from here, a buy from here, or a buy from here. Those are the places that you can say yes, I'm buying. Right, everything inside this box right here, it's a consolidative buy. It could be an early buy or a lucky buy, right? Decent buy will be at the top here, at the bottom here, or at the bottom here, as far as good is concerned. So pay close attention to all of these guys. It looks good and everything looks interesting. So far, so good. I'm gonna keep this buy running, and I'll probably add to it, or I'll probably get cut off. All right. So whatever happens, you would know because I already said it. So moving on, dollar yen. As far as dollar yen is concerned, don't forget we talked about Japanese yen index today, and I said that if Japanese yen continues to consolidate and if it failed to actually retest the resistance, okay, or the supply zone, then we'll probably get this particular move never happening. I'm talking about this counter trend move on dollar yen. Actually means one on Swiss yen, which I said I'm gonna share with you, which I'm still gonna do. All right, we're probably not gonna get this particular move ever, okay, potentially, because you can see dollar yen already retested 78.6 Fibonacci. That is the height of it, okay, that's the height of it all. Failure to break below now, I would just log off. All right, I would just take my eyes off what's it called again, dollar yen. But overall, this is the structure right now. Okay, you can see this is going to be a very good and a very sweet one if it happens to play out. I'm looking at 1:6, 1:7 kind of trade. I'm taking a shot right here, dollar yen. If I'm taking a shot right here, maybe my stop loss is going to be slightly above here, and my target is going to be right below here. Like I said, 1:7, 1:8. Okay, 1:5.8 actually. So this one is, and it can happen very fast. That's one thing about counter trend trade. It can happen really, really fast. So that will be very good. All right, but for now, nothing is certain yet. Nothing is sure yet. So I'm still paying close attention to dollar yen. You might want to join. Okay, but overall, that is how I'm seated. We still have this particular gap yet to get filled. Okay, yet to get filled. So that is something we can also look into. We have the XY gap already getting filled, all of them already filled. So I mean, it is what it is. So dollar yen, I mean pound yen also. I want to buy on the long term, but it's not before before the correction. Okay, the final final corrective move. All right, the final corrective move, which is gonna be like I just analyzed on dollar yen. Okay, something like this. Back to this region. Okay, and then maybe down there. Okay, it can fade away when the market reaches this level. It can fade away right here and drop down here. Okay, so potentially we can see the market jump from here or jump from here. Okay, on GJ. So we have a very strong demand zone here around this region, as you can see. Okay, we have a very strong demand zone right here. So the market can fade right into this particular, it can fall right into this particular zone and then consolidate a little bit. Same thing that I did here, same thing that I did here, right? Consolidate a little bit around here, price action, then jump to the upside. Or maybe just consolidate a little bit, give us like a little bit of a pennant, and then drop to the downside. Consolidate right here at this particular support, and then jump from here to the upside. Okay, that is my plan on pound yen for now. Or again, I would be careful because this is a counter trend trade that I personally do not fancy. Okay, I do not fancy it, but I love it. I don't fancy it, but I love it. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, so this is GG that I took. It did not play out very well. All right, it was promising. I must say that it was really promising, but it did not play out. Now, do I want to take another shot at the top here? I don't know, right? I don't know. Sweden is actually very awful, right? Because we know Swiss. Swiss is tricky. Swiss is tricky. Sweden has always been bullish and probably always going to be bullish, right? And Sweden always going to be bullish. So maybe I will join again. Maybe, but I don't think so. But maybe if I join, I will definitely share it in our Discord channel for sure. So let's pay close attention to that. And I said I'm going to talk about AUDNZD and AUDCHF. So let's get straight into that. AUDNZD already break out of structure, which is very amazing. Okay, where is my channel again? I think we have a very good channel like this. Right, we have this one. All right, we have this particular trend line at the bottom here. Let me just use this as a trend line for now. So we have this trend line already getting broken. And the fun part is the fact that this has already, that's giving us a what? A change of character. Okay, a change of character. And don't forget this particular divergence. We have a very, very long time divergence right at the top there. Okay, we have a very good divergence on the 8-hour band, on the daily band. I'm very sure of all of that. Okay, this is a very good divergence. It's wide, but on the daily, I think it's going to be very more better. Yeah, something like that. Okay, something like that. So on the daily, it looks like a good one, but the drop is already too awful, right? I mean, you would think I've already missed out on everything good. It happened on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And I was watching it. Wednesday I was traveling, Thursday I was traveling, Friday, there's nothing I could do again than to wait. Okay, I'm now waiting for a corrective wave, right? Something like this, and then drop. And that's not gonna be that's gonna be like the 50% of my Fibonacci actually. All right, I will probably even wait for it to come chop. I mean, some liquidity sweep back to like 61.8 before I take this particular trade. Okay, something like that. Back to 61.8 we just did it. Okay, would do me just good. Right, on AUDNZD. It would do me just good. So this is going to be the plan, a corrective move back to this particular region. And we're looking to shorten this one. And the target is beautiful, right? Corrective wave like this. Short, TP1 right here, right? And then TP2, TP2 right here, and then TP3 right here. So let me circle them out. TP1, TP2, and TP3. Yeah, that sounds very defined. I mean, divine. It's very beautiful. Is it possible? Yes. Is it going to happen? I don't know. But when it comes back to this region, I'm going to give it a shot 100%. So when it happens, we will know. Okay, you also see it. AUDCHF, yeah, this one is yet to actually play out. I was testing something out right there. I haven't really jumped into this trade yet. All right, but I mean, it all looks super cool right now. I think I should delete all of these guys. I mean, there's no point anyhow. Market already retested 61.8 Fibonacci, and I think this particular one is on the weekly band. Yeah, I was actually it's on the monthly actually. We take a look at this on the monthly band. This looks super impressive, right? This looks very impressive, and we have our correction already at 61.8 Fibonacci. Okay, at 61.8 Fibonacci, just about already. So let's take this to the weekly band. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know why this. Okay, 1 week. Okay, good. So on the weekly band, you can see all those rejection candle, right? You can see those rejection candle, and this is very good. Okay, look at that doji. Okay, let me actually bring this circle back. Look at this particular doji right there. That is good. Okay, what I'm waiting for right now, it's a break below this particular region. All right, it's gonna make sense on the daily. All right, right around here. Okay, I want to see a break below that this particular structure right here. Okay, when we take this to the 8 hour band, also sweet again. On the 8 hour band, you can see this is more like a consolidation that ends up, it's all capped right there. It's all captured right there. Let me lock this a little bit right there. We also have a lot of divergences. I mean, the latest one on the daily, I mean, on the 8 hour time frame is this one, right? This particular one right here, lots of divergences, very beautiful ones. Okay, not too wide. So I just want to see a break of structure right now. Have we seen a break of trend line yet? Not yet. So I mean, not completely yet. This one is still right in the structure. So I won't call that the break of trend line just about yet. So that is also very, very important to note. Okay, I think this trend line is very good enough. I'm gonna lock it like that. So that is that. Okay, I want to see, what do I want to see now? I want to see the change of character, break below here, pull back, and we start looking for short opportunity on AUDCAD. All right. So unlike AUDNZD, because of Kiwi strength, that kind of like spiral drop like madman. Okay, it drop like waterfall, like my friend will always call it. But this one, it's still stable, still chilled. So the plan is just to see if we can get a cross below here. This is a counter trend trade again. Not my best work, but when they work out very well. All right. Unlike trend that I can sleep on them and leave them to run forever and ever, counter trend is a whole different beast. Okay, it's a whole different beast, a whole different ball game. So I would say that take this with a little bit of a grain of salt and enjoy the show. All right, always enjoy the show. And that's just my plan for now. On the daily band, I think all of this should work out on the daily. Sure. This is 8 hour. Let me just keep this as on the hourly time frame. Let's make it 6. Yeah, on the 8 hour time frame. Good. So that's that. But on the daily, we still have a divergence though. Right from here, we still have divergence on the daily time frame. So it still looks very, very good. Okay, only on the daily time frame. So we still have divergence, still very good on the on. If there's a break and retest, yeah, I'll be joining the show right there. Okay, I will definitely be joining the show. And just wait and watch out for this. AUDCHF, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where we'll be stopping today. Do I want to talk about WTI? I think I want to talk about WTI. So WTI, I want to look for a buy opportunity, but a short looks good because even on Edge Finder, oil looks like, I mean, oil is forecasted to be bearish right here on Edge Finder. Oil bearish, the score of -6 right here. So oil is bearish. I would suggest that if you're interested in selling oil, this is how it's gonna play out for me. This is how I will watch or I will look into it on the 4 hour band. I will probably wait for a break below here. Okay, a break below that particular support, right? I would be selling. Look at that. This is the play itself. It's been there for a very long time. That's the play. A break, a pullback, and then you can target this particular low at $75 per barrel. And then from there, people like me will be buying. People like me will be buying from there. I have a friend that actually took this particular shot, and that was good for him. I hope he's still holding the trade. Well, he's more like a beginner, so I guess maybe he has actually closed the trade. If he's still holding it, that would be a very good one. Anyways, this is gonna be my plan. Right on the WTI break to this particular downside, a corrective move, and then drop to this particular region at $76, so to speak, and then we will be looking for buy from there, unless we have another drop to the downside. But with the Strait of Hormuz negotiation, I mean, with the Strait of Hormuz getting reopened and Iran and US coming back to a common ground, which is what everybody actually wanted ever, I think we have a good shot at this particular trade playing out very well. So let's pay close attention to all of this, guys. I will see you in the next one. Have a beautiful day. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to drop your comments. I'll see you in the next one. Have a fabulous week. Love you all. Bye for now.